What up, motherfuckers? I'm but not here. And today is gonna be a pretty interesting and crazy day because I've just found an article where I just stumbled onto an article which is called Logan Paul admits he and Dylan Dennis are not being just drug tested before the fight, which is absolutely crazy. If you've seen the face to face was crazy, and I think he did mention about doing drug tests, but he did say Logan Paul did say in the face to face, if I get you saw a test, you would have to get a STD test as a joke. I'm like, nigga, what? A USADA test yeah, it's very expensive, but you need to get tested within a USADA because the USADA is like the best and the most important one. I'm pretty sure out of the whole of the boxing of the like whole of the drug testing organizations or whatever. And him saying in this article, which came out 7 hours ago, saying he's not gonna get Logan Paul's not gonna, and then that's not gonna get tested, is like very crazy because Logan Paul has been accused of doing drugs. Because look how big his arms are. Look how jacked he is. He's a monster, bro. He's like, bro, this guy is a killer. He's a murderer, bro. Like he's jacked as he's juiced up. There's no way he hasn't taken any types of steroids. That is not natural. Whoa. 70-year-old grand designer, bravo, the lady. Anyway, that's really what this article says. Logan Paul has revealed that he and Dylan Dance are not going to be drug tested before their grudge fight next month at the AO Arena in Manchester. There's weeks to go until the MMA star makes his long-awaited return to combat after 4 years out of the cage, with Paul also returning for the first time in over 2 years. They will compete in the co-headline at Misfits Boxing Prime card, which features a host of major social media names, including the Brazil superstar Whindersson Nunes. Yes, Whindersson Nunes has been announced to be fighting Might Mate Nate in the Misfits Boxing Prime card, which is going to be very insane, which will be very sick. I can't wait for that. But this is just crazy. Like, okay, and then what's the other one? And one part of the fight's build-up has been Dylan Dennis regularly accusation that Paul is taking performance-enhancing drugs in the lead-up to the fight. The YouTube star is in tremendous physical shape, but vehemently denies the allegations and insists he will take a test should his rival agree to taking a test for sexually transmitted infections or STIs, which is just absolutely fucking stupid. I'm not on steroids, Paul said during a recent episode of Impulsive. I don't know how many times I need to clarify this. I don't know why we aren't doing USADA or vibe testing. The conversation was never had between us. I'm more than happy to do it. I'll do it. I just had one request. Didn't laugh at me in the face of his but if I do a drug test, I want him to do an STD test. Why do you want him to do an STD test if you have to do a drug test? That's just suspicious to me. You don't want to do a drug test. Why are they not getting drugged? Why is Logan Paul not getting a drug test in this fight? They're setting up Dylan Dance for failure. This is a setup. They know Logan Paul's gonna absolutely destroy him, and on top of that, he's on steroids, and they're not gonna drug test both of them. No matter how much Dylan Dance is clearly not on steroids. He doesn't look like he's on steroids. This is a natural. Dylan Dance has a natural body type. Logan Paul is clearly on steroids. It's obvious. Why is he not getting drug tested? Wanna know why? And Misfits are not. Misfits saying, oh, and you may say, well, it's probably expensive. No, it's not, my nigga. Misfits is rich as fuck. The Prime company is over $1 billion, bro. They're rich, bro. They're rich. They're rich. They got money. They just don't want to do it because they know if they do a drug test, any test, it's gonna come out positive, and Logan Paul is gonna come out. Logan Paul's drug test will come out positive, and then he's fucked. Like, come on now. I'm just curious what's going to show up, and he laughed at me. He wasn't interested in doing that, and I wonder why. I wonder what you got. You feel like gonorrhea guy to me. There is no indication that Dennis has ever contacted any sexual transmitted infections. Yeah, there is no proof of that, but there is a lot of evidence and proof that Logan Paul has took some drugs to boost his muscles and all that shit. Paul's co-host Mike Majak. Mike is the biggest simp of all time, and his job is basically to babysit Dylan Dance. That's his job. That's his legitimate job is to babysit Dylan Dance. Like no joke. His job is meant to babysit Dylan Dance. I mean, that's like what the fuck? My head. Sorry. Mike's job is basically to babysit Logan Paul. Yes, Logan Paul is meant to babysit Logan Paul. That's his job, and he's doing a very good job at it. And he's basically a slave to Logan Paul. Like whatever Logan Paul says, he instantly agrees. He's basically like a slave mind to him. He has no purpose on himself. He has no purpose in life. He has no hope on himself. He's just a slave to Logan Paul. If he disagrees with Logan Paul would absolutely go after him and fire him. It's done for that. But anyways, Paul calls Mike whatever. They know the reason it was a hot topic was because the voluntary anti-doping association had recently visited the camps of fellow co-headliners KSI and Tommy Fury. Both men returned negative in camp tests, and it just said the KSI and Tommy Fury took a test and they both came negative. So why is it that and Logan Paul taking a test? Why? Doesn't make any sense. Negative in camp tests, and it said that the process from VADA is still ongoing in order to show the fight is clean. Why isn't Logan Paul and then that's not getting tested? If Tom Fury and KSI got tested in their camp, why isn't Logan Paul and Dylan Dance getting tested? That doesn't make sense to me. That is very suspicious. And bro, something has to happen. However, Paul has promised that his physique is just due to the intensity of his training and regimen and strict diet. Adding, "I go hard. I've been working hard this camp." I said I've not been training. I'm training hard. I'm pretending that Dylan Dance is Floyd. I'm pretending that Dylan Dance is Floyd Mayweather. Okay. During an episode of Andrew Scott's podcast Flagrant last month, Paul was confronted with the steroid accusation and similarly denied an involvement. He told the comedian at the time, "Shut the fuck up, guys. This conversation never happened about testing." Wow, so you just told the guy to shut the fuck up. Well, if you're telling someone to shut the fuck up because he's telling you about the drug testing accusation, then you know you're on something. It's clearly obviously trying to hide something, and he's hiding something. Logan Paul is clearly hiding something, and it's obvious. I said, "Dylan, how about this? You want to do your USADA testing? I'll do an USADA test. You take an STD test. The results are public." He laughed at me. Of course, he won't do it. His gonorrhea walking. I've had this physique. I'm in good shape. This isn't some unaccomplishable thing if you work out 6 days a week. Shut the fuck up, bro. Him saying, "Oh, I worked hard with my camp. I worked hard in my training camp to get this physique." My nigga, even before, bro, you haven't had a fight in 2 years, and last year you had a crazy physique. You were jacked. We showed you. We had. We saw. You showed us a picture of you jacked, muscles all up, six pack and everything. And this was a year. This was a year ago. This was a year ago, and you clearly were not in camp. You were not fighting anybody. So you are clearly, yes, training 6 days a week. You were training 6 days a week. You're training pretty hard, doing leg work, muscles up, whatever. But you're still taking them steroids, bro. You are still taking steroids. It's obvious. Why they're not drug testing both of y'all? Then that shouldn't even be drug tested because it's obvious it's not taking steroids. But why isn't Logan Paul getting drug tested? I wonder why. I wonder why. This is just very stupid to me. I don't know why he's not getting drug tested, but what do y'all think, bro? What do y'all think? Because this is crazy to me. Anyways, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Don't forget to join my Discord server link in the description. Don't forget to click my link tree. All my social media is going to be in my link tree. Also, don't forget to join my Discord server. My Discord server will be in the link tree, you know what I'm saying? Goodbye. Goofies.